My name is Michael Cera, and we're here at the Court Theater doing some interviews for This Is Our Youth. It was a new thing for me. I mean, I'd never done a show before, so when Kieran mentioned it, it seemed really like a nice thing to do. And we had just been working on this movie called Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which was like 7 or 8 months for me of mostly like, little quick shots of like turning your head and stuff. And after a while, you really don't feel like you're, doing any kind of learning as an actor. I mean, it's fulfilling in one way, but you also feel like, I mean, the idea at that point of doing a show like this where we would be jumping in and doing this kind of practice together, like it was so appealing to me that it was just really good timing. I guess Warren is a kid who's drawn to very abusive personality types, and his friendship with Dennis is really a very imbalanced one where they can only exist in it if Dennis is constantly conquering him, and Warren has to kind of find the way to be around him.
He's sort of this guy that kind of peaked in high school and surrounded himself with his friends that, are sort of, to some degree, minions. He always has to be the top guy, and if he's not, then that guy, he's stupid anyway. So his relationship with Warren, that Warren was sort of beneath him, and now they're years removed from high school, and I think a lot of people know people like this. If somebody was your older friend, now you're in your 30s and he's 2 years older and he still acts like he's older than you, like, what kind of asshole is this? And I think Dennis is one of those people that by the end of this play, Warren is sort of moving on and like, you don't have to talk to me this way, just moving on and growing up and being an actual person, and this guy just has no idea how to cope with it.
Jessica is 19. She goes to FIT. She kind of knows Dennis and Warren. I think they're in like the same extended social circle. I think she ruins a lot of relationships in her own life. And throughout the play, she kind of sabotages her own with Warren, where they kind of take turns. It's like they connect and they're good, and then they take turns somehow messing it up. When I first read it, it was like, oh, Jessica's like kind of bitchy and combative, and she's just another thing that gets in Warren's way. But Kenny, our playwright, went through it and was like, no, there's so much more to her, and she's her own person. And it's been so special to find ways to make her, her own story of this next to Warren's and Dennis's. It's
fun to go into like the sort of mind of somebody like that, where like the guy is a complete asshole, at least objectively. If you watch the way that he deals with people, he's a total asshole. But people aren't just assholes, they have to justify it for themselves. They think they're doing the right thing. They think this is the smart move, or that they're being good. So it's been fun to get into the mind of somebody like that, because I have a friend just like Dennis, where now that I can justify all of his actions, go, oh, this guy is not a total he's just kind of lost and dumb.